Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades?
It's time for Mountain Crest High School Sports, a presentation of 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, DD Auto and Salvage, Adams Wealth Advisors, Mountain Crest Booster Club, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Now, it's time for the Mountain Crest Mustangs on 107.7 KLZX.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, here to Hiram, Utah, back home at Mountain Crest. It is time for Mountain Crest Mustang basketball here on 107.7 KLZX and then CashValleyDaily.com. I am your voice of the Mountain Crest Mustangs, Cody Olson, joined here with Coach John Olson in the booth. Mustang basketball coming at you back-to-back days after the Mustangs get a double-digit win, get back into the winning column with their defeat of the Bees yesterday. Looks like they're on a little bit of a better track, wrapping up the preseason. The Mustangs end up with a good taste in their mouth, and now they get ready for a region battle against the Logan Grizzlies. Hi, everybody, and welcome in to the sports broadcast booth. We appreciate you joining us here on the CashValleyDaily.com. Coach, it's nice to see you once again.
Yes, it feels like just yesterday.
Oh, man. It does. It does feel like just yesterday. These two opponents, Logan, Mountain Crest know each other very, very well. I mean, we could dive into, the different eras of basketball, how these teams have battled for so long. This rivalry has budded for a long, long time. Now they're going to really start the season in terms of region play against one another. The winner of this one, really gets the inside track and really gets started in a good way as region play goes. Yeah, exactly. And what's very interesting is right now, even though nobody's played each other up to this point, Logan and Mountain Crest are close at the bottom of the region for everybody's win-loss totals for everything. So this is an important game for both teams for sure. And Mountain Crest getting the win, that bumps their win total up to 3-5. 3-5 yep. On the season. So, and now Logan comes in behind them, playing a couple less games. They're at 2-4 with wins against Box Elder. So there's a common opponent that both of these teams have played, and they won versus Cedar City. So this Logan team trying to get a W tonight. There would be a huge start for the Grizzlies if they were able to come up with the upset tonight against Mountain Crest. Both these teams very well seasoned in terms of the preseason. They've gotten their feet underneath them. Mountain Crest tonight, injury update news. It seems as though Nico Dimitrikov will play. Yes. So it will be a little bit of a different look than what we've seen for the last little while for the Mustangs. Nico will get some more minutes, and I think I would imagine that it's going to open up a little bit more space for the guards. Yeah, as he plays his game inside tonight. Yes, and also defensively, he plays very well underneath there as well. One thing that, it was obviously 4 games without Nico, but some of the good things that came out of it was, we saw quite a bit of growth from the two that stepped in, Pugmire and Passy. Wow. That was my brain. Yeah, I know. That was really bad. I'm sorry. I'll go back to my corner. No, they did. No, they did step up and they improved their game. But it'll be great to have Nico back tonight. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be sad that Nico's back in the lineup here. Talking a little bit more about these teams and where they were picked in region, Deseret News kind of had them in a similar spot. Right. The Mustangs just a hair higher than Logan in terms of preseason rankings, and it seems as though Deseret News has kind of got that right so far. Yeah. In terms of the win-loss record, how these teams have played, and really what we have seen from both the Grizzlies and Mountain Crest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have. It's really interesting in the region right now, because the two that are on top, Green Canyon is 10-0, very good Green Canyon team. Ridgeline is 6-2, and then it drops off significantly. Westfield, Bear River, Skyview are all 4 and something, and then Mountain Crest 3-5. So right there in the mix. So that top spot is those top 2 spots are gonna be really tough, but because of how everything's seeded in the playoffs, it's going to be a real fight between those rest of those teams, including Mountain Crest and Logan, to jostle into that third spot position.
The difference between a 5 and a 6 seed, in terms of the region play is going to be huge going into the playoffs to see what's going on. So we thank you all for joining us here on 107.7 KLZX. Taking a little bit of a closer look at the Logan Grizzlies, there is an injury news that I feel like is prevalent for Logan. A standout star point guard in Nenby out with injury currently right now for the Grizzlies, and they're kind of trying to determine whether or not he might have the opportunity to play basketball again for the rest of the season. He was averaging double-digit points.
Yeah, he was at 16 points a game when he got hurt in the Morgan game, and so they are hoping to get him back, but when, they're not quite sure.
The rest of the players that you might see tonight include the Utah State commit to play football, Reed Olson. Reed is an athlete and a bully inside, and Nico is going to have a big matchup with him tonight because Reed averaging 16 points per game as well on the inside for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, he is a big presence down there, and right now he is the bulk of their scoring. So it's going to be on Nico and possibly Andrus to shut him down tonight underneath.
Andrus, if he did get that matchup, Olsen currently listed at 6'7", 240.
Yeah.
So you can tell why this kid is going to go play D1 football.
Right.
For the Aggies after this. He's got even the body to do so before he's going through the strength and conditioning course as a freshman at the university. So Andrus is going to have to really play tough, and so too will Nico tonight, as Reed Olsen will be getting a lot of touches inside. Second and third on the list in terms of scoring includes Milo Steele, the shooting guard and the backup point guard that's had to step in for Nenby, as well as Ethan Woolley. He averages 10 points per game, 6'5", 150. There's some tall kids on this Logan Grizzlies squad. Unfortunate that Nenby's out. He's also listed at 6'7".
Yeah.
So.
And that would make a big difference in their gameplay. Like Mountain Crest missing Nico, I'm sure they're missing Nenby really a lot, and hopefully they'll get him back later on in the season.
Basketball time upon us here in Hiram. It's been a pleasure to cover the Mustangs on back-to-back nights. We get ready for round number 2 on a Wednesday, right after this quick break on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Hiram, Utah, as we get ready for tip-off between the Mountain Crest Mustangs and the Logan Grizzlies. Rivalry game, region game, you call it what you will. It's going to be a fun one tonight. We've got approximately 2 minutes before the start of our national anthem and the enunciation of our starting lineups. We've got quite a bit of brand new referee crew just came in. They just barely showed up. Better late than never, right?
That's right. Yep.
So we'll get ready for what should be a really fun one here tonight. Again, Niko Dimitrikov will be inserted back into the starting lineup. So we imagine a sneak peek and some context clues tells me that Parker Andrus, Tayton Martinson, Trey Cooper, Niko Dimitrikov, and Mason Smith will be your starting five as they took off the warm-ups early. For the Logan Grizzlies, it will be Josh Jensen. Well, I'll tell you actually. We'll wait. We'll wait for just a minute. We will step aside for the national anthem. We'll come back for the start of the starting lineup today, brought to you in part by the Logo Shop. Logo Shop, they really can put your logo on just about anything. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
When When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
We welcome you back to the broadcast booth on 107.7 KLZX. We had a rockin' national anthem by Grayson Hansen, student here at Mountain Crest. He did the electric guitar.
Very cool.
Absolutely killed it.
Yeah, he did.
The starting lineups for the Logan Grizzlies tonight: Reed Olson, no surprise there. Number 13, Milo Steele. Following behind him will be number 21, Ethan Woolley.
Number 21, Ethan Woolley.
Playing the guard position tonight, Ethan, a sophomore, 6'5", 150, 10 points per game. Number 0, Josh Jensen. Going to be playing point guard tonight for the Grizzlies. And then number 24, Graydon Olson. So 2 Olsons on the floor for the Grizzlies. Two Olsons on the broadcast, calling it for you tonight.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Can't get rid of them, I guess.
No, you can't. Who would want to, honestly?
I could think of a few people. For the Mountain Crest Mustangs tonight, back in it, and it looks as though I was mistaken. Trey Cooper, Mason Smith, Parker Andrus, Tayton Martinson, and Easton Pugmire will be getting the start tonight. So no Nico Dimitrikov
in the starting,
in the starting lineups. Interesting to see, and we don't know if that's because they're holding Nico back a little bit more, or if they want to give, Easton the nod because he was able to practice all week. We have no idea what that could possibly be, but either way, Pugmire is going to be getting the start here at the 5 for the Mustangs.
And with that, I would imagine Andrus will be charged to try and take care of Olson underneath.
That's going to be a huge ask.
Yeah. Yep. What he lacks in height, he makes up for in determination.
I don't have a doubt that Parker is going to be able to stay in front of Reed. It's can he stay away from fouls?
Yeah, that's
the
true.
Question.
That's true.
As the really one of the biggest offensive threats on the floor for the Mustangs, being given the biggest defensive assignment.
Right.
That's a dice roll that Coach Smith is putting out there.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we get some big nods to the athletic training staff and the administration here at Mountain Crest. Steve-O on the mic. Here is our PA announcer here in Hiram. It will be Pugmire and Olson that will tip it off at half court. Mountain Crest wearing their all whites. Logan wearing their all blacks and maroon trim. It's going to be a fun one. Into the half circle comes our referee, and we are ready and underway. Ball up in the air, and it is Olson that wins the tip versus Pugmire. Tipped backwards to the man, Milo Steele. Steele coming way out on the far side angle, gets it into the far side corner for Jensen. Inside feed. Back to Olson again, and Olson lost the basketball, falls down onto his backside, and it goes out of bounds.
Yep, first turnover by Logan right there in their first set.
And the Logan student section, dare I say, matching in terms of numbers, the Mountain Crest student section. Yep. They are loud, and they're right behind us.
They are, yep, they always are. They always bring a lot of people with them.
There is Martinson, who flips it back to Smith at the top of the arc, and they'll have to reset with 18 on the shot clock. Handoff to Martinson. He'll knife into the lane. Euro step, right side layup is good. Martinson gets the first points and draws first blood here in this region matchup in the first minute of this game. Steele hounded at the top of the angles by Smith. Finally gets it off to Woolley, the second leader in terms of points for the Grizzlies. Back to Steele. Wants to get it a Reed. Good defense by Andrus, fronting Reed, and he steals it inside the key. Here come the numbers for the Mustangs. Slowing it back down, flipping it back to Pugmire. He's going to go one-on-one versus Reed. Stonewalled, and I don't blame him.
No.
Andrus Gives it back out of the top for Martinson, and now the Mustangs give up the fast break opportunity, have to set up the half-court offense. Knifing to the left side of the key, throwing it up. Smith's shot goes all the way into the bucket and out. Pugmire goes to pick him up.
Yeah, gives
up
Logan
the numbers. And the 3-bomb is nailed by Ethan Woolley. Transition 3 on the fast break. Logan takes the lead, 3-2. Martinson with the cheers and ambiance of the Mountain Crest crowd trying to get him pumped up. Gets ready to set up the offense. Andrus knifes again. Martinson on the back trail. Jumper missed wide right. Grabbed by Olsen.
And no follow through. They've got to crash those boards and get as many as they can.
And I got to say this. We got 2 Olsens on the floor, and they look almost twin-like.
Yeah, they do.
The one's a little bit taller. Reed seems to be just a hair taller. I'd imagine, if I had to bet, Reed could be a brother and maybe a little bit older than Graydon. Yep, look at that. I'm right.
Yep.
A senior and a sophomore brother duo.
Yep.
Out on the floor. At the top, Jensen drives right, floats it up with the left hand and hits.
Good floater
from the mid spot.
From mid shot, yeah, that was a good looking shot.
All right, Mustangs down by 3. Pugmire gets a screen for Cooper at the top to try and free him up. Andrus for 3, left alone. It will be short, rebounded by Jensen, and the Grizzlies take it. Looking over to first-year head coach Matt Skabland, excuse me. First year for the Grizzlies under his tenure. And we get a quick whistle on the opposite end. A couple Mustangs clap, and it will be an offensive foul. Coming to the near side
on
bench.
Jensen, I believe.
Jensen,
yep.
Yes.
He got caught with a moving screen down there underneath.
Andrus will inbound. As we've got 2 layers of cheerleaders on either side of the floor. The Mustangs on the left side of the court. The Grizzlies here on our right. Mustangs working from right to left, going into the teeth of the Grizzly cheerleaders. Here's Cooper around the screen from Pugmire. It will not go for 3. Rebounded by Olsen. Steele will come out to get the outlet and set things up once again. Shuffling on the Mountain Crest Mustang logo to the far sideline. Hammering the dribble up through the double screen. Woolley drives left, pulls it back out. Olsen to the older Olsen. Reed falls down, a lot of contact. Long 3 ball. That will go off the front of the rim and rebounded by the Grizzlies. Stolen back by Martinson. Here he is, and he steps on the line.
Stepped out of bounds. So close.
Oh,
he was
free lane.
There was nothing between him and the basket.
Yep.
So, yep.
Only thing between him was his own brain.
That's right.
And he steps on the line in front of the Mountain Crest bench, gives the turnover back. Gave up, missed the fight on the offensive rebound, giving it back to the Grizzlies, stole it back, and then tried to turn on the afterburners, and then just steps out of bounds. Max Clayton in the ballgame for the Grizzlies, gives it to Woolley at the top, who will shimmy shake at the top of the arc. Olsen back to Steele. Holds up the right hand and gives it to the right side wing. Woolley, Andrus fronting Olsen, trying to deny anything inside. Andrus stepping in front, tipping away, deflection, gets it all the way. Gonna take it one-on-one versus Woolley, and he's fouled, driving to the bucket. 2 shots coming up for Andrus.
Hey, Andrus is doing a great job of staying right in front of Olsen. And that's twice that he's actually deflected a pass and able to go down the court.
So it looks like the game plan for the Mustangs is not to let Reed Olsen to front any defender, as Andrus's free throw will shoot out on the miss. It will remain 5-2. And now we get the first sighting of Nico Dimitrikov into the ballgame. Pugmire, after playing a good 5 minutes, will take a seat on the bench to start this game. Andrus off the forehead again, and it will get the friendly bounce. Cuts the lead down to 2, 5-3 with under 4 minutes remaining. Steele, nonchalant dribble across the line, will dribble with the left hand. Give it to the near side for Woolley. Peeking in. Reed finally able to muscle off a couple different defenders for the Mustangs. Puts up the push shot, won't go, and it will tip out of bounds. almost able to get his own miss through a couple of them as well.
He's so tall. It's so hard. But Mountain Crest is boxing out with 2 guys down there, trying to keep the ball out of his hands, which is smart.
Definitely the stat sheet, or rather the scouting report. Backdoor cut for Cooper. Can't handle the pass from Smith. Intended for Martinson in the corner, and will go out of bounds for another turnover. We get our first timeout of the ball game taken by the Grizzlies. It will be a 30-second timeout. Only a few buckets here for the Mustangs. 1 field goal make, 1 free throw in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
still very close out there. Mountain Crest giving up the ball less right now than Logan. 3 takeaways to 2. But yeah, it's a really close game so far.
Well, at this 30-second timeout, both coaches will have the first chance to give the team some direction on the whiteboard in the huddle. And it looks like, I'd imagine that the Grizzlies want to try and find a way to get Olsen the ball right now. Yeah. Mountain Crest hedging, fronting everything, not allowing anything to go inside. No. So you got to be dangerous as a shooter if you're the Grizzlies, and if you're Mountain Crest, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Until they fix it.
And they've swapped. Nico has Reed Olsen. Oh, they're going to switch back. I lied.
Andrus gets back on Olsen as the Grizzlies on the far side of the court work the offense. Swinging it around from near back over to far at the top in the corner. Steele throws it into the teeth of the defense, and Dimitrikov rips it away, intended for Olsen. Smith pushes Cooper down the baseline to try and get an open look. And the Grizzlies settle into a man defense. Andrus flipping it around at the top, driving, mid-range shot thought about. Back up to Andrus, has a lane. Red Sea opens. Unselfish pass to Dimitrikov, and the layup is good.
That was a good feed down underneath.
Steele trying to get an answer of his own. And it looks like every time down the court, the Grizzlies work their way right to the ball. And every single time, it's the first pass to the right. We'll see if that continues to hold up as Woolley, guarded by Martinson, sitting in the chair in front on the far side corner, wrapping around the screen of Olsen. Here's an opportunity, floating it up and down and in. Great shot from Max Clayton.
Good screen by Olsen at the top, just able to follow right through.
Could be a recipe for success if you are the Grizzlies. Get that pick and roll action going. Martinson pulls his defender Woolley out beyond the perimeter, gets the quick pass to Andrus. He's got a lane wrap around pass again, this time to Dimitrikov, and this one won't go with the left-hand push shot. Good closeout by the Grizzlies inside. Woolley driving against Martinson, blocked, ball still in play. Olsen on the floor, wrestling away from Andrus. Tipping it around, still in play, and it will remain with the Grizzlies?
Yeah, it'll stay with the Grizzlies. That was a long, loose ball out there.
It was a greased pigskin almost, but instead we got the spherical basketball instead. It was making some weird bounces on the floor. Almost like it had that oblong shape, but no, it will stay with the Grizzlies with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Smith guarding well on the inbound. They're able to get it into Clayton, who will transition the ball to the near side, back up to the top. And it looks like the Grizzlies are more than content to kind of poke and prod and see any way that they can get the ball to Reed Olsen. Here it is on the right side elbow. Drop step versus Andrus. And the big man makes it look easy.
Just at the almost clock violation, but they able to get it through.
9-5, a 4-point lead. Martinson almost has his pocket pick, spins back off his defender, takes the long two, and it will go short off the front of the rim. Olsen tracking it down. Olsen shown immediately why he is the cog to this Grizzly offense and defense, getting some sweet rebounds. The Grizzlies again settle back in. Andrus beat this time a little bit lazy, looked a little bit out of breath, and that turns into an easy bucket.
It does,
for the Grizzlies.
Yep, you can't give up on that.
Logan threatening to pull away early in this one. Dimitrikov at the top of the arc, calling for the handoff. Backdoor cut off by Olsen on the near side. Logan bench happy with their defense. Here's Smith driving in, taking it right at Olsen, and he misses the shot. Down on the floor, holding his nose, and he's got to get back up and hustle on defense.
Got to play some defense.
Dimitrikov on the short-handed play, able to get the steal, throwing it up at the buzzer, and it'll be wide left for Smith, who continues to hold his nose and his face as he walks off the court after the end of one. 11-5, our reading on the scoreboard. Coach, what are you seeing?
Right now Mountain Crest is having trouble shooting is the biggest difference right now in this game. The last two times, Logan able to move that ball down underneath to Reed and easily scores when he's able to get that open. So
good key to that we'll keep an eye on as we take a quick break after the end of one. We'll be back after this. Our first quarter brought to you by The Cater Shop. Here, back for more Mustang basketball action on 107.7 KLZX.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scablin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Welcome back here into Hiram, Utah, as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. 8 minutes away from halftime, but the Mountain Crest Mustangs only able to conjure up 5 points in total. Very low scoring, and you can tell that maybe they got to find somewhere else to get the offense. Been impressed with Logan's defense so far. They've challenged all the shots that Mountain Crest has put up and not let anything come by easy for the Mustangs.
No, and Mountain Crest struggling to get that three-point shot that they live off of.
So looks like it is the starters out on the floor
and Larson.
So Smith not in the lineup here as Cooper pulls it back out, and Logan again exemplifying some great defense. Here's Martinson inside, spinning left to right. Dimitrikov, beautiful shot. And that's what the Mountain Crest Mustangs are going to need.
Yes.
If they're going to try and get back and make up this deficit early in the second quarter. 11-7. Jensen looking for the younger Olsen inside, that elects to take it back out and give it a steal on the cutback beyond the perimeter. Screen, pick and roll, tipped and deflected, stolen by Andrus, crossing half court. He wants to go all the way, hesitates, drives, gets it to go. When he makes up his mind, he's going.
He's going to go, and he's got a really good shot along those baselines, able to extend and get that shot.
So 4 quick points for the Mustangs. Down now 2. Driving to the right side as Clayton stops, pivots at the mid-post. Gives it back to the younger Olsen, who will spin inside the key. Might have taken an extra step. No call, long 3, missed off the front of the rim, and Martinson will helplessly watch it fall out of bounds. It will go to the Mustangs.
And Reed Olsen right back. Not much of a rest for him.
Yeah, a total of about 1:20. That was all that he gets. Right back in the game. Just an athlete, and we talked a little bit both in the pregame show as well as kind of watching this. Olsen, plays with power.
He's a very physical player, yes, very physical player.
Andrus swaps it left to Cooper, who retreats inside the half circle. Now Dimitrikov wanting to give it to Andrus. He'll take it straight at Olsen. Spins, falling away. No good on the shot as it is deflected. And Olsen battles for it, tips it off of Dimitrikov in the near side corner, and we'll go back to the Grizzlies. Dude's an athlete. I cannot.
Yeah, no.
That's great. It looks like the 2 biggest athletes on the floor right now, and no offense to anybody, it's Andrus and Olsen, and they're both guarding each other offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
Good switch on the inlet pass as Dimitrikov bounces it off of his hands on the deflection out of bounds. It will stay with Logan on the near side of the bucket.
And offensively, Mountain Crest has done a good job of shutting down Reed. Just every once in a while, you just...
Holding back the dam here. Reed falling away with the right hand. Cannot get the shot to go on the Kareem Abdul hook attempt. Andrus loses track of where he's at on the court, bounces it off the backside of the backboard, taken back by Logan. Here is the younger Olsen attacking, and he will be fouled by Dimitrikov. Going to the rim.
Steele got away with a little bit of a travel, dragging his leg, but
been a few.
Good pass down to Olsen.
Olsen will go. This is the younger Graydon Olson, sophomore, 6'1", 180. And he looks so much smaller
than his brother.
Out on the floor. And it's 6'1", 180 is not small.
No.
Here's a shot off and rolls out. No good on the first attempt.
Smith will come back in for Larson.
Yeah, Smith coming back into the ball game. Larson will take a seat and taking a look at his nose. He comes back in, so looks like we're still at least not broken. That's good.
Nope, that is good.
0 for 2 for Graydon Olson, going off the right side of the rim, grabbed on the board by Andrus. Now Smith working the offense at the top of the key. Dimitrikov drop steps, spins to his left in the inside, falling away, brick wall, and the scoop layup is good.
A good move.
He tried 3 different ways to get to the rim, ended up going with the acrobatic scoop, falling away, and it ends up going in, and sometimes it's your day. Overall,
Mount Crest has tied it now.
11
up
all.
11s.
Dimitrikov going over the top of Graydon Olson will get the foul. Just kind of works through the body too much, and that will elicit the whistle. That will be his second, and he's going to have to come out to protect his 3rd foul before halftime. Meaning back into the ballgame comes Easton Pugmire. Here's Graydon Olson, double teamed in the corner, splits the double, gets it out to Woolley. And setting back up for Logan. Hot potato passing between Woolley and Steele. As Steele shimmies left, crosses over right, collapsed in on, and the no-look pass while leaving his feet just too low and away. It will be a turnover against the Grizzlies. Back over to the Mustangs it will go. Under 5 now before halftime, 11 all. Both of these teams won against Box Elder, the common opponent that they have so far at this point in the season. Mountain Crest able to win by a little bit of a bigger margin. Here is Cooper, who will drive, and his shot will hang on the rim and then fall out. Logan takes the rebound. Steele, step in 3, thought about. Cross-court pass into the corner for Jensen. Logan thought they had an opportunity, will take it back out. Working to the far side. A lot of passing, unselfish basketball from both teams tonight.
Yeah, very much so.
Here's Reed, doubled inside, tripled inside, kicks it back out. Logan works its way around the horn, gets the open shot, won't go. Smith gets the tip deflection, grabs the rebound, brings it back in for the Mustangs, who work their way to the opposite end of the court. Martinson to Pugmire, cross-court pass to Andrus, driving against Olson, and he will be fouled by Graydon. On the push before any shot was attempted, the Mustangs will take it out on the far side of the hoop.
And that should reset the shot clock, should it not?
I think so. Here's Andrus. It doesn't even matter as he misses his shot going inside. Kind of a bunny layup that rolled out.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Swapping, screening away. Olson gets the seal on Andrus. And Andrus, talking to his teammates, says, hey, I got to have help on that backside. It seems like there might have been a miscommunication or something.
Yeah.
There. Andrus driving, mid-court. Free throw, kick out 3, no good for Martinson. Rising high on the high jump to get it are the Grizzlies. Up by 2, driving, swatted by Martinson.
Oh, yeah. Then he touched it out of bounds. So it's going to be Mountain Crest ball.
Yeah, the ball took a bounce underneath the basket and then just ends up right in the breadbasket of Woolley. Coming into the ball game for the Mustangs. First time tonight, Noah Carden. Andrus and Smith taking it out of the backcourt, on the jog. Andrus will work to the right side and hand off to Carden. Kind of mishandles the basketball, slows down the offensive progression. Pugmire left alone for 3. No, off the right side. What a addition to his game he would be able to have if he's able to make those. They left him wide open on purpose.
They did.
Here's Martinson. Mishandles the pass again, can't drive. Pump fake by Andrus on the left, and then a reset at the top for the Mustangs. working its way to the right. Carden, left-hand dribble behind the back, gets past one defender. Challenged by Olsen, ball on the floor, and a foul. It will go against the Mustangs. It might be against Pugmire.
I believe so, yeah.
Third team foul against the Mustangs. First against Pugmire. The only one on the floor for the Mustangs that has a foul against him with under 2 minutes. Under 2.5 minutes, left in the second quarter. Grizzlies lead by 2. Woolley driving inside the key, stops, kicks out, long three, open, and it is wide left. Olsen can't get the shot, gets his own rebound, and then fouled on the second attempt. Andrus will be called for the foul, and you can tell how much of a passionate individual Andrus is, and he's taking this assignment defensively very personally.
Right.
In a good way.
In a good way,
He wants
in
to
a good way.
play the best that he can against, a big man inside. Here is Reed Olsen. His first free throw is well short. Didn't have the power on it.
And I think, he's a little, Reed is a little bit winded. That might be the one thing that he kind of lacks in this kind of game if you keep a high tempo of him being able to keep up with that.
And Reed pointing up towards the second level. I don't know if he's saying that he wants the cheerleaders to move or pointed to the ref, but
there's nothing against that. Ooh, he won't like shooting in the spectrum.
No, he would not. Ball tipped out. It will go to the Mustangs as racing in is Cam Alvarado. Punched it with the right hand. Now Mountain Crest facing a little bit of a semi-soft pressure. It will quickly slough off beyond the half-court line. Kai Passy and Pugmire both in the ball game here for the Mustangs. 3-guard lineup. It's Carden, Smith, Martinson, along with Passy and Pugmire. Wrapping around the screen, driving on the left side of the key. It will go up with the layup, no good, and another miss.
Another miss. They're really struggling from the floor, Mountain Crest, right now.
And Olsen's challenged everything inside. I think his presence has caused a little bit of hesitation. Jensen rising up, looking inside to give it to somebody. Nobody open as it works its way from far to near. Spinning left, Alvarado in the spin cycle, gets the bucket.
Good move by Alvarado underneath.
15-11 now for the Grizzlies with 1:15 remaining before halftime. Man defense shown by Logan. Driving left, spinning right, kicking it out to Passy. Gives it to Pugmire. The dribble handoff. Carden for three. Bounces out. Olsen gets the rebound in the near side corner with under a minute left. Mountain Crest has gone cold again. Low scoring for the Mustangs, only 11 points and a half. Here's Olsen getting past his man, and his shot won't go. Gets his own rebound up and under the left side. Doesn't miss twice.
Yeah. I think the first one was partially blocked. They did get a hand on it.
Might have been a hand from Pugmire from behind that altered it a little bit. Olsen tracks down his miss and gets it up to go. So now a 6-point lead for Logan. Passy calling for the handoff on the far side. Pugmire driving in, kick out to Carden, has a lane. And he is fouled by Alvarado going up. It will be 2 shots coming up for the Mustangs.
I was a little concerned there the way he was extended. It's very easy to fall backwards on that and get hurt. So I was actually shocked he got his feet underneath him after that. That was very acrobatic.
Here's Carden. Left-hand shot, down and in, and it stops the bleeding a little bit to bring it to within 5. Mountain Crest going to have to play defense. Martinson comes out, Larson comes in. Carden misses his second shot, rebounded by Olsen, who's flirting with a double-double already at halftime. Corner pass for Logan. Woolley back to Olsen. Drop step. Misses his shot. Second one will not go, but will be fouled with half a second on the shot clock. And they've been feeding the rock to Olsen, and he's just been doing a simple drop step to get to the hoop, it's been impressive.
The only Mustang that successfully really guarded him has been Andrus tonight. And Andrus, boy, he puts his whole body into it, which you've got to do, so.
We get 2 shots coming up. Our near side official will come on in and reset the game clock to 1.1 seconds. Olsen takes a breather. And he gets his wish as the Mountain Crest cheerleaders are gone because they're getting ready for their halftime show, shooting into it, and he gets the friendly roll. Hung on the rim, falls back in, back up to a 6-point lead. Second opportunity here for Olsen, up and rims out. Offensive rebound and put back by Alvarado at the buzzer. Falling away, won't go. And, some things that we talked about during the preseason starting to hurt the Mustangs a little bit. Specifically, rebounding battle. Rebounding battle has been tough.
It has. And, we can get into it at the halftime, but I've got some stats here that are a little bit shocking after that first half with these two teams. But
all right, we'll get into those stats coming up in just a minute. Our halftime show brought to you by State Farm agent Lana Powell. Does your student have a good driving record? Do they have good grades? Well, State Farm agent Lana Powell can help you to go ahead and get a good discount on the driving insurance and auto insurance for your student. Go ahead and give her a call here. After this, we'll go ahead and take a break. Come back in a quick moment on KVNU. We're on KVNU.
Yes, we're on KVNU tonight.
Excuse me, we're on 102.1 KVNU. We'll be right back after this.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Welcome back here to the halftime show, brought to you by State Farm agent Lana Powell for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Half-court shot, ooh, just short for the halftime. I'm joined here in the broadcast booth with Coach John Olson. Head Coach John Olson.
You can call me head coach.
There you go. Couple statistics that stood out to us during halftime. Three kind of topics that we want to talk about as the reason why Logan leads by 6. It's been a low-scoring game in general for both teams. I feel like the defense has played pretty decently well. Second quarter, Logan seemed to be able to figure it out a little bit more, get the ball down to Olson, and that's been the difference. Olson flirting with the double-double. He's got 9 points, 7 rebounds.
7 rebounds,
at this point. So it's going to be he'll be on double-double watch going into it. But Coach, you mentioned that there's a stat involving turnovers that surprised you.
Yes, so Mountain Crest has turned the ball over 4 times. Logan has turned it over 9 times, but Mountain Crest has not been able to capitalize on those steals. Especially compared to last night, the shooting is very lackluster for Mountain Crest. They're just not hitting their shots. They're going to have to come out and start shooting a lot better this second half for Mountain Crest. And for Logan, they're going to they need to keep moving and feeding it down to Olson. Just keep feeding it to him and try and go. One thing that I would like to see Mountain Crest do too is start moving the ball quicker. Get some fast breaks if you can. You know that Mountain Crest's key is speed, but we haven't really seen that tonight.
No, there's been very limited fast break opportunities tonight. And whether that be because of, 1, limited opportunities, and 2, the opportunities that Mountain Crest has had, Logan's been able to really run down the floor with them. So,
Yep, exactly.
So we got some different stuff. Field goal shooting percentage pretty low for both teams tonight. Logan a little bit higher in that regard.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, lower shooting percentage for the Mustangs. And then something that keeps cropping up, Nico Dimitrikov comes back in the game, but we're still missing the rebound battle. It seems like the Grizzlies very much fighting for every rebound and kind of winning those battles as well. So
and again, Nico ended up with two fouls. Coach held him out most of that second quarter. I think you can't afford to have Nico and Anderson off the court at the same time. Just defensively, you can't do that because Logan, and if they do that, Logan needs to take advantage of it. So.
All right, we'll get ready for the start of our third quarter. Take one more quick break as part of this halftime show brought to you by State Farm agent Lana Powell. And we'll come back for the start of our second half. Mountain Crest trails 18-12 to the Logan Grizzlies here at home. And we'll give you more action after this.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence, Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Welcome back here to Hiram, Utah, as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. A lot of action coming up ahead of us. Some breaking news. They're closing the Denny's in Logan.
Really?
They are. One of 150 locations shutting down.
That's not very old either.
The Denny's?
The Denny's in town. You're talking to somebody who was alive when they built the mall, so that they just tore down. So.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're gonna miss Denny's. Rest in pepperoni. For basketball action here tonight, the Mountain Crest Mustangs find themselves down by 6 to a Logan squad that has not backed down. They've been taking the attack. They've been taking the fight to Mountain Crest, and we might have a special fan, Kurt Olson, that might be.
Yes, he's talking to the referee.
Inbounding and gives a handshake to Logan. To Jensen on the far side.
I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Me neither. I'm intrigued.
Maybe we could get security to help out the referee. Or
He's going to inbound the ball. There you go. There you go.
Good job, Kurt.
Nice job. He goes off with a bunch of fist bumps off the sidelines. So
also, Kurt Olson, another Olson.
Another Olson. Look at that. Now you know.
Are you guys related?
I claim him. I do claim him.
I do too.
Inside, Graydon Olson trying to whip it out and around, stolen away by Smith. Ball on the floor, picking up, bounces it off of the knee, throwing it backwards. Graydon Olson ends up into the arms of Niko Dimitrikov on the opposite side of the court. What an athletic play by Graydon Olson. Smith will drive his way inside, kick it out to Andrus, one-on-one versus Olson. Stonewall gives it up to Dimitrikov. Backdoor cut, and the pass in and out of his hands. That's actually to Martinson, and then will go out of bounds. So
the bounce pass was a little bit too hard.
Dimitrikov.
So both of them start with turnovers, both teams.
Yeah, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth to start the third quarter. Woolley to Graydon. At the top, wrapping around the screen, is Steele for 3, and that was a good look that did not fall. Tipped around and grabbed by Smith. Here's the Mustangs with a 3-on-1 opportunity. Dimitrikov, follow through, and one.
And the foul.
Olson, and one. Olson claims innocence, and it was, a lot of bodies running in and out. I didn't quite see.
Hard to see.
But it will be.
I will say I've seen more violent things not called, but
it's true.
It is what it is.
Dimitrikov with the baby pink shoes. What are those Nikes, man?
I think so.
Those are sweet.
Those are.
3-point play made, and that pulls the lead down to 3. Mountain Crest trying to bring it back. Only down one possession. Graydon to Steele at the top, looking inside. Olson covered well. Andrus not letting him go anywhere. Here comes Olson on the screen at the top, going away from the screen, backdoor, and the pick and roll initially open. Woolley stops, spins, throws it up with the right hand. No good. Olson gets the rebound and put back. Tough.
That is tough to defend down there. But Mountain Crest got to box out and get those. Don't give Logan those second chances for sure.
11 points, 8 rebounds for Reed Olson. Only needs 2 more rebounds to get that double-double that he's wanted tonight. And here's Smith backing his way down, lost the basketball, tracks down on the near side baseline. Up to Andrus, takes the 3, wide right. Big bounce off the backboard, taken back by the Grizzlies the opposite way. Olsen pumps, gets Andrus in the air, gets the reception back as Logan sets up their offensive set. Down on the far side now. Closing out, Jensen pulls up the bad pass from his shoelaces. Steele flips it off the backside, down onto the floor. Saved by Jensen, backdoor cut for Graydon. Reed gets the rebound and put back.
Yep,
13 points, 9 rebounds for Reed Olsen. One more rebound for a double-double. And he's been a thorn in the side of the Mustangs tonight. Screen at the top by Dimitrikov. Smith doesn't see him, floating away. Ball tipped off the backside of Graydon Olsen. Smith on the low block, falling away, gets it to go. Timeout taken by the Mustangs after that bucket make. Down 5, believe it or not, that's the first points of the night for Mason Smith.
Yeah, that's unusual. I think that there's quite a few Mustangs that are really low tonight in their scoring, especially compared to how it was last night.
Andrus with only 3 points, Martinson with 2, Smith with 2, Trey Cooper,
nothing.
0.
Yep, nothing so far.
So, Mountain Crest struggling to get some points on the board. The only one that has been, getting, consistent looks has been Nico Dimitrikov, who's come into this game in foul trouble, playing with 2 fouls midway through the third quarter.
And he's the closest to double for Mountain Crest.
Yeah, he's got 9.
Very, very low scoring, I guess. I mean, for both teams, honestly. So.
Yeah, both teams pretty low. 5-point difference. Logan leads 22-17 with 5:27 left. What are you giggling at?
When Smith came out, the referee grabbed him and had a little talk with him, and I think just get everybody calm down a little bit. There was a little bit of sparks flying there for a minute. So
here comes a press by Mountain Crest. They're going to try and keep Logan to burn some clock on the far side. They do end up breaking it on the cross-court pass from far to near as Jensen gives it back to Woolley and then sets up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Pumping high, Reed Olsen on the far side. Back to Woolley, screen, set up, long 3, no good, tipped around and grabbed by Smith for the rebound for the Mustangs. No second chance opportunity that time for Logan. Martinson and company take a breather, settle back down. Dimitrikov able to grab it, go against Graydon, scoop, layup, and it's pushed too far, working away from the basket on the low block. Logan gets it back with 4:35 left in the third. Woolley, near side wing extended. Surveying, gives it to Olsen at the top. Steele on the quick chest pass to the right. Down in the corner, again Graydon Olsen. Feeds it to Reed, and that is stolen away by Andrus. Ball on the floor. We get a timeout by the Mustangs.
Yep.
Andrus fell on that like a live grenade and then couldn't get back up.
The hustle, yeah.
Yeah, great hustle. Full timeout taken by the Mustangs. We'll take it as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Our third quarter brought to you in part by DD Auto and Salvage. Get the best value for your scrap vehicles at DD Auto and Salvage. We'll be back for more action here in Hiram after this.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Bring it back into Hiram, Utah as we go ahead and get ready for the continuation of the third quarter. Okay. And the inbound from the baseline for the Mustangs. They get ready to set up the offense. Trey Cooper with the basketball, held to 0 points so far in this game, hounded by Steele. I mean, great defense. Ball lost, and luckily Andrus is there to steal it or grab it and save it for the Mustangs. Left elbow jumper short. Rebound to Smith. Quick pass to Dimitrikov.
Oh, and it doesn't go.
Won't go. Missed the bunny layup.
You can't miss those. It's that kind of night right now.
Ask the Aggies. They had one like it last night.
Yes, they did.
Steal. Top of the key. Giving it to the right side. Kick out. Into the baseline. Driving. Outside. Woolley. Cross-court pass to the top. Inside feed. Clayton. Scoop layup. Won't go. Reed bounces it off of 3 Mustangs. Gets his shot to go. Second opportunity won't happen. And
Mountain Crest finally able to come down with it.
Reed can't get the points, but with that rebound, officially double-double for Reed Olson. Here's Dimitrikov, one-on-one, backdoor cut. Cooper is fouled going up with the layup, and he'll go to the line. Got to earn it the hard way. This is the chance for Trey to get some points in this ball game.
And, you know, for him to be at right now 0, and he had 16, I believe, last night.
Yep.
So really missing his points. Him and Martinson's points.
First shot up and good, so no goose egg, at least on the stat sheet in terms of the scoring column for Trey Cooper. Second opportunity is also down and in. Cuts it to 3, the difference between these teams. It's been we've said it a few times, a very low-scoring game. Cooper comes out after he makes those 2 free throws. In his stead, Carden. Logan will slow and methodical pass beyond the perimeter to the near side, back to the top of the arc. Max Clayton getting his minutes in for Logan. Woolley to Olson, quadruple teamed, kick out to Woolley, underneath move, and it will be short. Nobody rebounds onto the floor, and we get a jump ball between Dimitrikov and Woolley. And gotta be, not a soul move to get that rebound.
Didn't. Yeah, it makes me wonder what's going on.
Just went short off the rim, able to take a bounce and a half almost on the court before anybody grabs it.
Yeah.
Can't let that happen if you're the Mustangs.
No, and Mountain Crest is on a quick turnaround from last night, but still they need to
get this going. Step back 3 on the assist. Martinson cannot find the bottom of the net. Another missed opportunity, playing free safety. Martinson able to deflect it out of bounds. Wanted the steal. Settles for the deflection as it will be taken out by the Grizzlies in front of their bench on the near side of the court. It's Jensen who will do the honors. Woolley takes a seat on the bench. Alvarado comes in for the substitution. Ripping it away is Clayton. It will be a jump ball. Stays with Logan.
But that was a good hustle. Get down there and get a hold of it.
Inbound coming in for the Grizzlies, who have led the majority of this ball game. Bounce pass to Olson. Will rotate back into the near side corner. 3 look, no good. Olson gets the rebound right into his hands, and he puts it up and in.
Anders jumped out to cover that 3. Andrus, what I meant. He would have done much better to just stay in and block out.
Here's the Mustangs now down by 5 again. Logan leading for the majority of this game. Carden to Martinson. Thought about the deep 3, decides to knife his way in, scoop layup, and it won't go.
Nothing is going for Mountain Crest right now. They just cannot get a shot.
Getting out of the double team in the corner are the Grizzlies. In for the first time that we've seen, Eli Cox.
Ooh.
Long 3, and it's good. Jensen pushes the lead to 8. Mountain Crest, with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, has not yet broken the 20-point mark. Ooh, bad pass, almost tipped out of bounds. Gathered by Andrus, who goes in, and he'll get the layup.
Good move by Andrus, and exactly what Mountain Crest kind of needed. They've got to cut to the basket.
Splits the defenders, flies inside, and gets the layup. Cox guarded well by Smith. Jensen, quick pass to the far side. Clayton, and we got this is the bench really for Logan right now, outside of Olson. who gets the handoff, gives it back to Cox, driving inside, goes up with the left hand, and it is missed. Here's the rebound for the Mustangs. Andrus slows it down on the far side angle. Mountain Crest is going to elect to try and work the half-court offense. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock in the end of the third quarter, and Coach Smith wants to take the time away and not let Logan have the opportunity for more points. It's going to be a man defense shown. Andrus one-on-one versus Alvarado. Crossover left in front of the free throw line. Off to the left side, no good. Tipped around and missed. Tough shot there.
Yeah. Oh,
and we finally get the
It went
the
out of bounds before the clock went off.
I think the clock definitely...
Did it hang?
And we just missed the buzzer sound. So into the fourth we go. A 6-point lead by the Grizzlies. Rebounding is plaguing Mountain Crest right now. And
they're in their shots. Their shots are not going. That's killing them right now.
Two aspects here that have been tough for the Mustangs in this one. We'll take the break, come back for the conclusion of this ball game right after this on 107.7 KLZX.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Back here in Hiram, the Mustangs will start off with the basketball. Down by 6, 8 minutes left to play. And in order to overcome this deficit, you can't give up second chance opportunities.
No.
And we got to get some shots to fall. Those two things, I mean, if they start to change, you'll see Mountain Crest start to close this gap.
Right.
But if we don't, I don't foresee a difference in at least the lead being swapped. Here's Kurt once again. Inbounding the ball is the Mustangs from the far side, and we get rolling. Smith, bounce pass to Martinson on the right side. A screen from Dimitrikov, the back door, not open. Spinning left, mid-post jumper by Smith. And that is
shot by Smith. Good shot selection too.
Inside, good touch. It's what the Mustangs need. Clayton calling for Graydon to get outside beyond the perimeter, and Logan will work that corner spot. He's trying to pass and then screen down and away, and they're trying to open up somebody in the corner. Alvarado back over to the near side corner, going inside the lane, stolen away by the Mustangs after the strip steal. Andrus, one-on-one, stopped by Olsen. And it looks like our shot clock did not reset.
They did not reset the shot clock. I wonder if they have... They have been struggling with the clock tonight. Mountain Crest has been.
They'll reset the shot clock and try and sort this out as substitutions will come in and out for both teams.
Reed Olsen was out, but not very long.
Yeah, back in. He's usually only out for about 60 seconds or so. And I don't think we'll see him come out of this game.
No. Well, and that's the other thing, too, that Mountain Crest kind of needs to do is kind of go at him and try and maybe, I mean, it's a little late now, but get him in foul trouble.
Yeah. Reed has not had very many fouls on the night. We'll get a reading for that in just a second. Andrus, guarded by Graydon, keeps the pivot foot, but has to give it up to Dimitrikov. Almost lost it again. Martinson, mid-range jumper, and it is short, misses everything.
Really not their kind of game tonight for Mountain Crest. They're really not shooting well.
Graydon Olson will come off with a little bit of a gimp off the court and get substituted out. Woolley.
We talked a little bit about this before, the fact that Mountain Crest, went to Box Elder and then right back with Logan, with it being a region game.
Long three missed. A rebound by Olson underneath. It's poked out, stays with the Grizzlies. And yeah, the back-to-back games, like you mentioned, could be playing a part in this. It's tough to do it, but that's the schedule. You got to roll with it.
No, you got to roll with it, yeah.
Here's the inbound for the Grizzlies. Woolley gets the quick feed, baseline jumper, down and in, right outside the key. And Logan refusing to give any type of opportunity for Mountain Crest to get the lead back. Their defense has been very stellar tonight. I mean, they've done well on the guards, and the team has not been able to get inside for shots. Easy. Smith crosses over left, one-on-one. Spins back into the lane, goes towards the bucket, and the tough shot will not go. Follow through, put back by Tatum Martinson, and one foul. That's what you need.
That's what you need, yeah. You've got to get a little bit of a spark if you're Mountain Crest. Pulling within 4, so possibly within 3 with this shot.
Not insurmountable. They can put it to one possession. We'll take the timeout. It will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. And so far, the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, it's just been back and forth. Logan really refusing to give up the lead. Martinson with a great play.
Yeah.
Can bring it within a possession. Now you got to get a stop on the other end.
Yes.
And that's what you need. You need some type of swing.
You've got to have a swing and a momentum swing. And that's what Mountain Crest really kind of needs is, I think that what they're looking for is it's an intangible. It's a mental spark that they need right now. A fire lit under their butts,
right?
As an old coach might say. So.
All right, out of the timeout we go. Under 6 minutes left in the quarter. Do we have any other updates from the scores around the region?
We do not currently.
Okay. Couple games being played tonight.
Yeah, Ridgeline is at Westfield, Green Canyon at Bear River.
And that halftime score for the Green Canyon Bear River game was 29-21, I think.
Green Canyon was up by 8 at half.
Yep. Here's Martinson's three-point play. Won't go. Goes in and out of the bucket. Stays at a 4-point lead. Here's some pressure by Mountain Crest. Olson collects it at half court and gives it back to his point guard as Logan will go ahead and swap screen away. Near side, steal. How does Olson get that pass going through a couple different people? I mean, he'll get fouled before the shot, but
yeah,
he just walked through 5 different defenders for Mountain Crest.
They really did, yeah.
That was crazy. First team foul of the quarter for Logan. We get a quick whistle to stop.
They never stop the clock.
They're struggling a little bit tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to need more time on the clock.
Bump it up to 35, and the inbound coming up. Near side, Olson. Back to Woolley in the corner for 3. A dagger? Yes. Huge shot from the corner by Max Clayton. Pushes the lead even farther to 7. Martinson, Carden trying to answer, and he's going to airball it. Missed everything. Dimitrikov loses a shoe. A time for the Grizzlies to stomp on the neck. Here's a steal. Carden fouled after the steal. What a shot.
That was a huge shot. In a game like this,
3 points is
3 points feels
5% of your point total.
I know, it's crazy. I've never seen Mount Crest all year shoot this poorly from the field.
It's been tough going. I think it's been a combination of, sometimes there's a lid on the basket, but you got to give credit where credit's due. It's been great defense by Logan tonight. Kind of doing what they do in this region game. How important is this region game? We talked about it.
Important.
With 5 minutes remaining, down by 7, a bad pass by Dimitrikov and a dog pile on the far sideline. They're going to say Mountain Crest touched it simultaneously while with a foot out of bounds. And you're starting to feel the foundation for the Mustangs start to wobble just a little bit.
Yep.
A possibility for a comeback needed. Smith pokes it out and away. Probably got away with not coming away with a foul there. He was hounding Clayton there.
Got to be careful with frustration fouls.
Yeah, those have been a thing for I mean, any team.
But yeah.
Here's Steele on the near side, going to inbound it, throws it up to Woolley near the half circle, and he'll drive crossover left against Martinson. Graydon Olson finds his brother Reed at the top near the free throw line, pulls it back down into his body, gives a screen, the pick and roll, poked away and grabbed by the Mustangs. Here's Andrus on a quick run inside, back out to Dimitrikov. The Mustangs kind of give up that fast break opportunity inside. There they are, dead in the water once again. Here's the drive by Andrus, wrap around. There's the beautiful pass.
That one extra pass that you needed for sure.
32-27, 5-point ball game here in Hiram with 4 minutes remaining. Can the Mustangs get a few stops in them and bring this back to within question? 2-possession game right now. Graydon almost has his pass stolen away by Martinson to Woolley. Time running down, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Steele to Woolley, drives the baseline, and a foul to bail out Logan with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Hand check. It's going to be on Martinson.
His first second team foul.
Yeah, again, they
play good defense, and then 4 seconds left, you give up the foul.
Well, and very rarely do you see a team that's so heavily favored on turnovers, like struggle to be ahead.
Yeah, we'll take the timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. Another aspect of the game that I feel like we haven't quite mentioned is maybe not as much as maybe we should, is Mountain Crest again likes to play fast. But how many fast break points have come tonight for the Mustangs? Very few. I dare say. Very few has come off of fast breaks. Everything's had to come from the half-court offense.
Yeah,
and it's been tough going for the Mustangs.
And the vast majority of Mount Crest's points have been them driving in. Their long-range shots absolutely not falling today, and that's really hurt them because they rely a lot. I don't know if you would say a lot, but quite a bit on the three-point game.
I think a lot of people do. I think the three-point game is just part of basketball at every level now.
Yeah.
And when you're not able to get it to fall, other teams are able to make the distance, grow distance between you in terms of shots. Right. Logan, on the other hand, hasn't shot amazing from the field, but they've made a lot more.
Right, just enough to be ahead, yeah.
There we go. Here's Woolley, guarded by Martinson. Step back, right side elbow jumper, and he hits it. Great shot by Woolley.
And every shot seems so important right now.
Every shot, so important. 3.5 minutes remaining. Andrus at the very top of the arc, guarded by Olson. Pumps, drives, gives it to Dimitrikov. Near side. Puts a shoulder down into Olson, tries to push his way through. Nowhere to go, falling away, and it goes in.
Good shot.
High difficulty shot.
It was a high difficulty shot, yeah.
Gets the points back to within 5. That 4-point barrier has not been broken. The glass ceiling, trying to get that thing under one possession is the key for the Mustangs. Olson almost lost the handle, goes underneath, and it's blocked from behind by Andrus. Stolen away. Here come the Mustangs across half court with under 3 minutes remaining. Can't afford to miss shots now. Andrus driving, gives it to Dimitrikov one-on-one.
Oh, had Smith all alone underneath.
Yes, he did. Here comes Dimitrikov once again underneath, going up and through. Back-to-back shots and makes by Dimitrikov, and they are the highest level of difficulty that you can think of inside.
Especially when you're being guarded by Olson, who's just enormous down there.
There's the three-point barrier. One more stop is what the Mustangs really want and need. Woolley lost the basketball. Dimitrikov saves it from going out the baseline. Here's the Mustangs 3-on-3 opportunity. Martinson drives the baseline, and he is fouled going to the rim.
Yep, hit with the body by Olson underneath.
Graydon Olson
with a chance now to bring it within one.
Under 2 minutes now.
This is a barn burner, but it's like a smoldering, a very slow barn burner.
It's like, the barn is soaked, after a rainstorm. Here's Martinson's shot, and it's down and in. 2-point difference now, 34-32. Yeah, like a barn that's been waterlogged under a dam.
Yes.
That's how quickly we're going up in flames.
Yep. Exactly.
34-32. Martinson now. Couple bounces off the hardwood. A spin into the left hand. Shot is up and good. 1 point difference. 2 minutes remaining. This is crunch time. Who wants it more? Steele, guarded by Smith on the angles. Gets it into the corner for Woolley. Closed out by Dimitrikov. Logan taking some time off the clock. Driving baseline. Floating back up. Ball up for grabs, and it's stolen by the Mustangs. Two Mustangs collide into each other.
Hit each other, yeah.
And Logan lets it fall out of bounds. Oh, man.
That was a big one right there, because they had the numbers too. They had somebody, if that was Cooper all alone down there. And
they had Cooper underneath the basket. Andrus and Smith collide into one another. Ball goes rolling out of bounds back to the Grizzlies with a full shot clock and 94 seconds on the clock. Well, we're going to go ahead, take the break, come back to you for the final 94 seconds right after this here on KVNU and CashValleyDaily.com.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence, Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
All right, welcome back here into the sports broadcast booth. CashValleyDaily.com, KVNU over the airwaves. Mountain Crest and Logan 1 point apart. Grizzlies will get the ball and with the lead. A full shot clock to work with 90 seconds left in this game. The inbound from the near side. Steele gets the pass to Woolley. So a bucket here, massive for either team. Near side corner for Woolley, guarded by Martinson. Lost the basketball. Able to retain possession after the quick up for grabs look inside the key. At the top, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Woolley spins off of his man, drives inside, up and under move, wraparound pass. Alvarado is rejected by the bottom of the rim. Here's the Mustangs on the run, pulling it back out, saving some clock and some time. Chance to take the lead. Andrus thought about the 2-point shot, gives it back up at the top. I think that's probably the right move. Andrus one-on-one versus Alvarado. A timeout with 14 seconds on the shot clock, and it looked like the Mountain Crest Mustangs didn't quite know what to do with the basketball.
Yeah, they weren't quite in it. Coach, good timeout. Let's get set. We've got to set this up and come away with points.
All right, setting the scene for you. 34-33, very low scoring game. Mountain Crest has been able to claw their way back just enough to be within 1 point, 40 seconds on the game clock, 14 seconds on the shot clock. They will inbound from the near side of the court. Who are you going to right now?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Nobody's hitting threes right now. So you've got to move it down into a three or into a two with either Andrus driving and dishing out. That's what I like. Or somebody driving down in.
I'm going to paint this picture for you. You got 40 seconds on the shot clock. Do you try to go 2 for 1? Do you inbound it, drive in quickly, and then hope to be able to get the points and at least know that you have a chance at the end with the shot possession? Or do you milk this thing all the way down to 14, give the ball back, with about 25 seconds to Logan, regardless of the make or miss.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I like being very aggressive in this set personally.
I think if the Mustangs would have called the timeout 5 seconds earlier, that you would probably have a play that you feel good about.
Yeah.
Working through and trying to get the 2-for-1. But now I'm not so sure.
Let him hear you.
All right, inbound coming up. Andrus guarded by Alvarado on the inbound. Smith gets it inside the half circle. 35 seconds left on the shot clock, or on the game clock, excuse me. Andrus, bounce pass, no look, saved by Cooper miraculously. 2 seconds on the shot clock, misses it, and it is the buzzer beater shot, won't go. Mountain Crest does not get the shot they want off.
And you've got no foul. I mean, you've got to hurry and give 2 quick fouls to get somebody to the line. That was very sloppy.
Yeah,
it was very sloppy.
Not good.
Uncharacteristically sloppy.
Shot clock turns off. They're going to have to foul very quickly, the Grizzlies. Bounce pass in, quick pass out to Woolley. And they're not fouling him yet. Ball stolen away. Larson driving, gets the layup with 15 seconds left. Timeout on the floor. Nobody can hear anything on the floor. Mountain Crest tries to foul, ends up getting the steal at half court.
Ends up knocking the ball out.
Oh my gosh. Can't believe that.
And the coach, the Logan coach, had to pull the Logan player off of the referee. Instead of playing the ball, he went right at her.
That's
and they had to pull him off.
That's crazy. So,
which I don't blame him for being upset.
I mean, I don't either. I thought for sure we were going to get a quick whistle because that's what the play was. Coach Smith is yelling for Mountain Crest to foul. No foul called. Ball goes up for grabs at midcourt. Larson drives the length and scores the layup with 14 and a half seconds left. And now Mountain Crest has to play defense.
Yep. Which they haven't done terrible defensively. But if you're Logan, you got to draw something up, and you don't need a 3. You do not need a 3 in this situation.
No, you don't need a 3.
This is a strange end to a very strange game.
You already know where this basketball is going. Well, I mean, everybody in the entire gym knows that this basketball is going to be fed to Reed Olsen inside.
And that's why I'm okay with collapsing down on him with 2 players. Make them beat you on the outside.
And if you end up fouling, make sure that ball doesn't go into the bucket.
Yes.
18 seconds on the game clock. They're going to raise it. They can put 3 seconds on the game clock. We got 18 seconds. Mountain Crest will force the pressure with a little bit of full court press. Here we go. Cox will inbound. Finds Woolley on the near side corner. Hop skips across the midcourt line, and they're going to intentionally foul Reed Olsen with 11.5 seconds left.
So that's still 4. They still have to do 1 more foul.
Yep.
If they're going to go that way. Maybe they're just doing that to break him. So if you have that extra foul to give, sometimes you do that to break up their rhythm.
Yep. Logan didn't know who was doing the inbound.
Well, they had a guy sub without subbing.
Oh, yeah, that was what it is. A lot of conversations by the Logan bench and another timeout taken. So the intentional foul, and is it 4 fouls before free throws or 5?
5.
Okay, so they need 2 more, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they put that one.
They did. Okay, they were at 2.
They did put it up. Okay.
They were at 2. Now they're at 3. So you need 1 more foul and then 1 other.
Right.
In order for with that, it was at your disadvantage being down 1. Now it's to your advantage being up 1 because you can really play aggressive and try and poke this ball away.
Right.
And the worst thing that's going to happen is you get a foul and they're going to inbound from the sideline. So if the roles were reversed, as Logan is in right now with the same amount of fouls, you can't force anybody to the free throw line.
No.
Clock continues to roll.
Yeah.
So
So Mountain Crest, it kind of gives Mountain Crest, like you said, a free reign to play really hard defense.
Yep.
Which is an advantage for them.
I really think that you make somebody else beside Reed Olson make the shot. I think you collapse, you front and back him, you make somebody else make the shot.
You know, if Reed gets the ball, I'm fouling him hard enough that he doesn't make it. He's not great at the free throw line.
Yeah.
But don't foul him and let him make it.
Yeah.
If you foul him, you foul him.
We don't have a free throw percentage for Reed Olson, but I would take my chances of sending him to the line maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. Here is the inbound coming up for Logan quickly to Cox. Gets it back up to the top for Steele. Now to Woolley on the far side, and he'll be fouled by Martinson. Clock continues to go down to 6.7 seconds. And Mountain Crest will have one more foul to give before the free throw line. That was the one that they got.
Yeah,
now anything
will put them to the line. So now, don't foul.
Yeah, 6 seconds now.
Keep
Inbound
everything
for Steele.
in front of you.
Substitution is out comes Cox, in comes Graydon Olson. It's all come down to this. Logan's led the entire game. Mountain Crest gets the steal with 18 seconds to take the lead by 1. Inbound by Logan on the far side. Woolley gets it on the far side, drives the baseline. Tough shot, up and off the back iron, rebounded by the Mustangs, and a foul with 1 second remaining on the game clock. The miss from the baseline by Woolley.
And Reed is fuming, which, when you're a competitor like that, you hate to lose a game like that. And they had another foul to give, so.
Yes. And they're not going to go to the free throw line. Mountain Crest just has to kind of throw this ball in the air. Timeout by Coach Smith of the Mustangs.
He wants to make sure he gets this in.
He's just going to tell the boys, hey, we just need to throw this up, and you just tip this thing in the air. That's all you do.
Do not let them get a hold of it.
No.
I mean, it's.
I don't even think that you can get a shot. I don't even think you can get a shot off.
0.3 seconds. Yeah. And if Mountain Crest is able to come away with a win with what was arguably, and you have been with me, this is arguably their worst game by far this entire season.
Yeah.
That will be extremely lucky for them.
Yeah.
But that play that wasn't called a foul is going to be, it's going to be talked about.
It's a talking point indeed.
It is a talking point.
You
for
saw
Logan
it. You
too.
saw it here on CashValleyDaily.com. And just to kind of recap, if you're just joining us, Logan has led this entire game.
Yes.
Really by upwards of 9-8 points, really, is what they've been chilling at the entire time. With 18 seconds left, Mountain Crest attempts to intentionally foul. No whistle is called. Ball goes up for grabs, and they're able to get the layup to go up by 1. Miss on the opposite end by Woolley from a good look from about 12 feet out. On the baseline jumper, and Mountain Crest with 0.3 seconds and the basketball up by 1 on the far sideline. Inbound by Smith. He's going to throw it up to Dimitrikov.
And Dimitrikov had to dodge out of the way because Olson was coming in like a linebacker at him.
Yes, he was. Mountain Crest gets the victory in crunch time. Make sure it is the leaders in terms of scoring. Dimitrikov with 15, Martinson with 6, Andrus with 5, Smith with 4, and then Braden Larson had 2 points. The one score he had, the most important one of the game.
Yes.
Reed Olson ends the night with a double-double, 15 points, 13 rebounds. Huge game from him. Behind him is Woolley with 7 points. Just an incredible game tonight by both teams. And we'll talk a little bit more about it here at the end of this game in the post-game show right after this on KVNU and on CashValleyDaily.com.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Welcome back here to the post-game show. Mountain Crest gets the win in the 11th hour.
Yes.
Wow. Recapping the game again, if you were joining us just barely, Logan really did not give up the lead in the entirety of this ball. Actually,
No.
they never gave up the lead. Outside of Mountain Crest scored the first point of the game.
Yeah, the first basket.
First basket, and then after that, Logan led 8 points, 9 points the entire game. Reed Olson, really impressive inside. We knew what the tape was on him. And then the turning point of the game, Mountain Crest is able to pull together a few steals, get some buckets, and then with 18 seconds remaining, Mason Smith goes to intentionally foul, pokes the ball away. No whistle is called. And then they flip it over to Braden Larson, who gets the layup with 18 seconds left. His only points of the game.
Only points of the game.
And it gives Mountain Crest the lead 35-34, where they're able to hold on in the final moments to get the victory in region play over the Logan Grizzlies.
Yes, and you know, this was a game that we can call it a defensive game, even though a lot of it was the fact that the shots weren't falling on both sides a lot.
Right.
I mean,
I think it was defensive game, though. I think Mountain Crest played pretty well defensively, and I think Logan played extremely well defensively.
Yeah, they did.
Both of these teams.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting when they play once again, which will be at Logan's gym. So
yeah,
I haven't seen a game like that in a very long time.
No, it's been a while. It's been a while. Such a low-scoring game, especially for the state of Utah with the shot clock.
Yeah,
I mean, you'd expect this from this is a state that doesn't have the shot clock yet.
Yeah.
35-34 in a rivalry game. Nope, it was not the case. So
no, it was not.
It's time for us now to go ahead and give our players of the game for both squads. Brought to you by DD Auto and Salvage. Let's go ahead and start with the Mountain. Let's start with Logan here. Starting with Logan, the visiting Logan Grizzlies.
So Reed Olson, who is the linchpin for this Logan team, and he showed it tonight. He was able to score with 3 people hanging off of him. He's just such a physical player. So yeah, for Logan, definitely Reed Olson is our player of the game.
And then for the Mustangs, in his return from injury, he didn't get the start tonight, but he did get to play quite a bit in the second half specifically. We looked at the stat sheet at the very end, and we're like, oh, Nico had 15 points.
Yeah, he had 15.
It was a quiet 15.
It was a quiet 15, but...
That's Nico's production offensively with Mountain Crest 35 total points. That's 45%.
Yeah, that's 40
of all the offensive production for the Mustangs tonight.
It's true.
And it didn't feel like it.
No,
for some reason. Like
he didn't start and he came in, but
he got into foul trouble early as well.
And what's funny is when you look back at it, a lot of his scores too were him underneath making some crazy moves to get that ball up and in.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely Dimitrikov for Mountain Crest's player of the game.
All right, both of those fine young lads are going to get our player of the game. A big shout out and thank you to all of you that joined us here on KVNU and on CashValleyDaily.com. We appreciate your time and your patience joining us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you again for the next go-around for the Mustangs. On behalf of all of us here on Cache Valley Daily, including myself, Cody Olson, Coach John Olson to my left, and Annie Olson manning the camera for audio-visual technical expertise tonight, we say thank you so very much, and as always, go Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence, Napa Auto Parts.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustang.